Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Cobblecraft. Today we're going to be building a mine, covering up that horrible villager jam jar, and making an iron farm. Let's go! Before we get into the episode, I just want to say thank you to Pars who dropped by and give me this pickaxe here. It's got efficiency 5 and silk touch and mending and unbreaking 3, and it's just helped so much. It instant mines sandstone. It's cool. And it's been a great help, so thank you. So here's the path that you just saw us put in, and I've added some cactuses over here. Need a good supply of cactus juice.
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quenchier.
I saw them on Pinterest and I thought they looked really cool with pots on top, and I added just some coarse dirt around here with some grass. And it leads to our mine over here. It's a really basic water elevator thingy-mabob. Perfect. And over here, this area that's been mined out, this was not intentional, but I thought it might look cool if we made this look like it's been mined out for like a big project, like maybe a pyramid or things like that. We can put some pulley systems and a crane and just like make it look like people have been working here. Like a proper like sandstone mine. And then over here we've just made a really quick building to cover up this villager jam jar. It's the same on all sides. Except for this one. This one has got a place for the villagers to come out here. It's glass and leaves here so they can come out without being damaged. I will quickly show you the easiest redstone in the world, because anything more and I wouldn't be able to do it. So these hoppers here, on top of that hopper there in the corner is a hopper mine cart, and anything that gets put on this block here, you can see, will come through here and go into this, and that is just a way for us to put the mine carts back in the system. And when you press this button, I won't do it now because we don't need a villager right now, but a minecart will come out, go up through there, and because it's a glass block and it's the corner of this little room that we've got here, they're all being pushed to that corner. It will pick up a villager and come through here. And for the moment, it's not really got anywhere to go. We've not got a place for the villagers to go, but we can just lay track down to wherever we need them to be. I've marked this out because this is exactly 64 blocks away from that village right there. So this is where we're going to put the iron farm, right over here. I've already marked it out, and we're actually going to put it underground down here, and then that way we hide the ugly farm, but we can put a nice building on top. It's going to be an iron forge, so it will be a shop on one half and a bit place behind it where it's like a forge, and that'll be all the metalworking and where they sell the stuff, where they make the stuff for the shop. The iron farm is all done and it took an embarrassingly long time to finish. Not the build. The build is really simple, but getting the zombie in was a lot more difficult than I thought. Don't know. I don't know why, but things just kept going wrong. It suffocated in a wall. It set on fire. Just everything went wrong. And then the iron golem spawned on the ground floor and killed him. Yay! So before I finish off this roof here, I'm just gonna give you a quick tour of it. It's a really simple one. I saw this quite a long time ago, this design, and I can't for the life of me remember who made this design, but I think it's become quite a popular one. If I can find it, I'll put it down in the description. The only difference is this with the pistons. I added a really simple E4 hopper clock here, and it just pushes pistons up and down. We'll be able to say hi in a second. Hello. Yeah, it pushes them up and down, and it kind of resets the villagers so they feel like they can sleep again. They feel safe, they have a little sleep, they get in their bed, and then that happens. That lovely noise. And we get some iron down here. Yay! I don't know if anybody recognises this this reference. Ed. But it's from Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, we just need to cover this up now, and we're gonna do a water elevator all the way to the top, and then there's gonna be a building up here. And for anybody wondering why I've done it so deep underground, it's because iron golems will spawn near a villager that's in trouble within 16 blocks around that villager, and I wanted to do it deep enough so that I could put a building up here and we wouldn't get little iron golems popping all over it. Popping up all over the build and causing a mess, really. And these guys do not like us. We've not made them. If we hit them, they will kill us. I have already planned out this building in creative, and I think it's going to look really cool. We've just got to gather the resources for it. And just quickly going back to Litematica and what it's all about. This is included in it, which is a lifesaver. These are all the items inside that schematic that you need. This right now is the iron farm schematic, but when we place the build here, we'll get the schematic for that, and it's quite a lot of blocks. But another perk of building this out and digging this down is that we've got a lot of sandstone now. Now that we've got this all covered up, I want to work on the interior for the base. I want to get on to decorating inside here, like I said. It was never meant to be just this plain. And I've been looking up a lot of houses, like desert houses, and they tend to have tile floors or granite floors and things like that. So I think I'm gonna maybe change this out. Just looking at these different types of floors, trying to decide what I want for in here. And even though I think that I prefer the granite, I think it's just because I'm used to it more. I've not tried working with the mud bricks at all. I think I'm going to put all them down and then see what it looks like. Now that we've got it all down, I think it actually does look nice. And we've got the added benefit of this weird sound when we walk. And now I want to add some kind of room divider here, I think. Because this, it just doesn't feel right. It feels too big for what I want. I want this chest area to be kind of separate to the rest of the room. Done a little bit of work just up here. This room's still empty, but I've made a little bed, or I've made something here, but there's really not a lot of space. And I've hit the roadblock of not having a lot of items either that I would usually like to decorate with. I've just swapped out the beds and put this backboard here. And I think what I'm going to do is eventually put a bedroom here. I think this would be a better one. And move the portal. A nice rug down or something. And down here, I added some items here, and you'll see why in a minute. And this is just what I've got for now. I added a little separator. I needed something to split up this big room. It was just too big. Chests are still the same. But this bit here, I've just added like a wall of, I don't know, just like some bits that I need and some bits that are just random. This is actually, this has 2 hoppers, so I can put items in here and they'll smell and come out here. I'll just fill this with some more coal actually. And I didn't even know you could put the mangrove saplings in a pot. I mean, obviously it makes sense, but it just didn't occur to me at all. So that's really nice. This is one of my favourite things to do in Minecraft. I'll just get rid of this bucket of water a second. And so if you click here on this back wall, instead of clicking on the tap, if you click on this back wall, you'll get a bucket of water. And that is just 3 stairs here. And I've covered it up with these items so it doesn't look strange. But if you wanted to, you could just put trapdoors on the back. And I'll just give you a quick... I'll just show you that. So it's just 3 stairs that are waterlogged. And because there's 3, if you take from the middle, it will constantly be a water source, which is nice. Away button here, pop that back. What else? Okay, so I've got obviously the smoker and the blast furnace. I always forget to make them, so I wanted to make them, and also it just gives a bit of variety to this wall. This is supposed to be like a chopping board or something like that. We need like a knife here next to it, don't we? And then round here, I'll go this way. I've filled up this area with a table, and that is because, again, it comes back to not having a lot of items at the moment. And I wanted to fill this space. It was a bit of an empty area, and it just looked really strange. So I've added a nice long table, and this is a cool thing to do, which gives a bit of light, and that is to just, if you put lava in a cauldron, it looks a little bit strange because of I've got like the wavy leaves on at the moment, but I mean, I still like it though. But it lets out the light from the lava, and it looks kind of like just a plant in the corner. I added these acacia saplings because I feel like they're very deserty kind of plants. And then I've just added this little light here, which just kind of looks like a lampshade if you just add signs all the way around it. And that's it really. Like I said, I've not got a lot of stuff yet, so we need to go on a bit of an adventure, I think. We need to get a couple of things. I want some coral so that we can add some carpets and have like shabby grey carpets. I think they look nice. And I want some ice to make a runway in the nether, because everybody has ice paths linking up their base, and mine is just kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I want to go and do that now. Unfortunately, I didn't find any coral, but I did find the ice that I needed, and I made this really simple ice path. It matches up with the other ice paths that players have already put, and it's just gonna make life really simple to get to spawn and to get to the end. Speaking of the end, let's go see it. So this is the end portal room. I made it a few months ago before the fresh start, and I made a couple of mistakes with it, even though I think it turned out good. I wanted the ceiling to be oxidized, and I thought that it would just do it over time, which it kind of is, but it's taken a really long time because I didn't think about the fact that this room isn't often loaded. Usually people come through the portal, they run over here, and they just go to the end. But it's getting there. And the second mistake was I didn't know where this was because the dragon was actually defeated without me, and I just jumped through the portal and I was in the stronghold, and I didn't realise that this whole place was underwater. So when it came to doing it, I had a lot of water to get rid of, and it took a really long time for such a small build. But there you go, that happens sometimes. And if you're wondering how I did this, there's actually a way to do it. Well, using a mushroom. You grow a mushroom and it deletes the portal blocks, and then you can just break them. And here you are, you've got a portal, and you can replace those blocks with anything that you want. And I chose Skulk because I thought that it looked really similar to the void look, and I just extended it out towards these 4 portals. Down here we have the Enderman farm, and this kind of happened by one of the players on the server just started adding these heads, and we've all just kind of carried it on, and now we're nearly to the end. Just a really simple water elevator coming down here. And yeah, if you've seen one Enderman farm, you've seen them all. I've got myself some really basic tools here. We've got the nothing on the bow yet, and these are just enchants from the enchantment table, apart from my silky pickaxe, of course. I looked out with the efficiency 4, but no unbreaking as of yet. I believe there's going to be, if we go over to the market district at some point, I think somebody might be selling some books, so we might be able to get ourselves set up there. We're at the end of another episode, and we've got loads done today. We've done an iron farm, we've done a mine, and we covered up a villager jam jar. Come back next week to see us add a few more buildings to this village, including the iron farm shop thingamabob. Bye!